Good evening, good morning, good night, good dawn, good dusk, whatever it is for you. I am currently laying in bed as it is 75 degrees and I am hoping to do something to try to sleep, but unfortunately it doesn't appear that sleep is going to come well for me today, just simply due to the fact that the temperature is so high. The heat index today can reach up to 100 degrees, so that's going to be very, very frustrating. I have a job interview later today, so that's going to be fun. For those of you who don't know, I had a job last week and then got fired from that job on my fifth day. As long as I get my paycheck this Friday, I'm not really caring because I was going to leave that job anyway. Because on my first day, we had to make a 911 call, and then on my second day, we had to make a 911 call, and then on my third and fourth day, there were a bunch of problems as well, and it was a whole thing, and I really wasn't enjoying it. So it was what it was, and that's okay. We had a few different things happening, and it is what it is. I've been playing a lot of MLB The Show lately. I am currently I'm a pitcher in the Mariners organization, signed a 15-year contract, so I have that. But then I also have a first baseman in the Mariners organization that's 18 years old in AAA. Just got promoted. Should be able to actually get up to the majors pretty soon because I'm a 65 overall. Rowdy Tellez is a 68, and Luke Raley is a 74. So by the end of the season, I should be able to get up onto the major league roster. I've been watching some pretty cool TV shows. I sort of half watched the Vince McMahon documentary. I'm gonna rewatch it because I was like half watched it. I was at Grandma's house today. Mom and I had to go because Grandma had to go get some sort of injection in her eye for macular degeneration. I don't fully understand how it works, but she goes every 3 months. The doctor gives her an injection. She has to wait like 10, 15 minutes, make sure everything's good. Then she goes home. And because Grandpa's on hospice and he can't be left alone in the house, I stayed there with him to make sure everything went okay. Checked in the aide when the aide got there. Once the aide got there, I sort of just went around, made some videos, hung out, all sorts of different things. Helped Mom and Grandma out with some things that they needed. And I made a neurology appointment because I got the referral from my primary care doctor about 5 o'clock last night, which was a little bit too late to go out and make the appointment. So I made the neurology appointment. That's going to be in September, pretty close to my house, which is going to be nice. The reason I'm going to neurology is because I get blurred vision every once in a while, and I get muscle spasms a lot, and I have a lot of nerve pain that I am worried could potentially be autoimmune, or it could be nothing, or it could be I damaged something somewhere along the line, and any of those things just it concerns me. So I want to just go see neurology just to get checked out, maybe get an MRI, maybe get some X-rays, maybe get some other tests. And then on top of that, I'm also getting I'm getting an MRI for my spine through orthopedics, simply because for orthopedics I have um, my back injury, and we think it's a herniated disc. We're not 100% sure. From my understanding of what physical therapy told me is the disc probably, reabsorbed a little bit, um, because I've got my function back, but I'm not fully out of pain. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the MRI and then go from there to see what the plan of care is. Because the plan of care could be a million different things. It could be just more aggressive PT. It could be more strength training. It could be more rest. It could be more medication. It could be a cortisol injection. It could be an epidural. It could be so many different things. But we have to look at the MRI to see. There's the chance that it could be surgery, but we're pretty sure that I'm probably not a good candidate for surgery. Unless like we look and we see that there's like something severe, like a cauda equina thing, but we don't think I have that. Obviously, if there's like a tumor or anything, we go right in for surgery, and we take care of that as quickly as possible and everything. But I don't think it's that. I think what happened is I herniated a disc because I wasn't properly taking care of my spine. I wasn't having proper lifting hygiene. Was sitting too much. Wasn't being active enough. Was bending forward too much, and just ended up herniating a disc to the posterior side to the back. And what ended up happening was that herniation ended up causing a bunch of pain, ended up causing me to lose some function, and with that, I ended up walking with a cane for a couple months. And through PT, we were able to reabsorb some of the disc. We were able to what's it called? Strengthen some core muscles, strengthen the erector spinae, those things, which is really good and really useful. And I do my home exercise program about 3 days a week. And then like the full home exercise program about 3 days a week, and then like every night before bed I try to do something to try to get my core engaged for like a couple minutes, and that's been helping a lot. But I didn't do it last night or the night before because I got in bed and it felt like I re-injured the disc. Not 100% sure how, but with that I was like, okay, what we're gonna do is since this is like an acute re-injury potentially, we're gonna go ahead and just sit there and not do anything. We're gonna rest. We're gonna use ice and heat. I really like using heat. Heat feels good to me. Ice feels okay sometimes too, but heat really feels good to me when I have any type of injury. I'll be honest with you. Um, a couple years ago, actually, this is what 5 years ago now. During COVID, I had severe trapezius spasms, and the two things that really helped with that were walking. I walked. I would walk. I would go outside. I would do things like that, and heat. And I would literally, when the trapeziuses would spasm, I would get into the shower and put the hottest water I could right on my back. And I actually probably herniated a disc back then too, because for a little while during COVID, I had spasms all up and down my body, which was really bad. A lot of it came from the fact that I was recovering from burnout because I had burnt out after high school. Long story on that. Um, but yeah, I've had back pain, recurring back pain, since about 2018, and I had my first real bad back injury in 2013, and like I'd had on and off back pain my whole life, but I had my first real back injury in 2013, and then I have had pretty much like on and off from like 2013 to 2017. Then like 2018 on, it's been recurrent for like the last oh my god, 7 years. So basically, since I was like 24, I've been having pretty bad back pain. And that's not in any sense of the word fun to have back pain. Nobody likes back pain, so yeah. Anyway, thanks for tuning into my ramblings at night. Because I needed to talk and I've had nothing better to do. Don't forget you can follow me on Patreon. That's $1 a month or $5 a month. Follow me on OF for $6.99 a month. You can follow me on either of my Instagrams. That's at Sammy54362, at Samantha P54361. You can follow me on TikTok at Sammy54366 or Sammy54362. Might be Sammy54361. You can follow me at the other YouTube channels listed in the descriptions and the bio. Any sort of professional email, you can email me at SamanthaPond54361 at Outlook.com. And if you're potentially interested in doing a one-time donation, I do have Cash App at Samantha6541. Any support is appreciated, including just watching the video. Remember to like and subscribe. I am truly appreciative of it. I will film the sports prediction video at some point. Right now, I am currently trying to get a little bit of sleep, or at least some relief from the back pain, because the back pain ain't fun at all. It's like literally my least favorite thing in the world is back pain. And the fact that, like I could take a medication to relieve it, but at this point during the day, at this point of the night, taking a medication to relieve it probably is going to be less effective than just doing some of my PT and getting some heat on it. So I'm going to do the stuff that's less likely to cause side effects. Thanks.